Do you know? Has anyone seen the kids' film Up? Right, you know the little old man with the glasses on. I swear to you, we were playing away at Sunderland, and a live human version of the man in Up was there.
Hello, ladies and blokes, and welcome back to the Other Bloke Nonsense Podcast. I'm Rabbit.
I'm JJ.
And we are the FPL podcast from the other side of the pond. We're American FPL fans that want to bring a different sense of humor and perspective to the game we all love, Fantasy Premier League. We are streaming on Playback. We are on YouTube and Spotify, so check us out there. Today, we're going through our Match Week 12 results. JJ played your free hit, which is exciting. And I think it was a pretty successful week for the both of us, and in terms of FPL, and we'll go over some of the big storylines from the week. There were some pretty shocking results. I think after international break, you get some rusty teams, you get some teams that shouldn't be rusty but are horrendous anyway. And I guess we could just go right into it. JJ, your free hit results?
Yeah, let's see it. I mean, I'll say slightly disappointing free hit, to be honest. I did slightly better than I would have done if I had just played my normal team, which is kind of sad considering that I had several injured players and would have been playing some of my just like bench warmer type players. But I'm still glad I free hit because I didn't know when else I would have used it. I think I put together a really good team on paper that just got screwed over because of some weird results. And I only had never mind. I had two Liverpool players in my team. Yeah, the Ekatike thing, that was an all-time bad call there. I
mean, if Slot had any sense, he would have played Ekatike, but it's just
I feel like if Ekatike played 90, that game could have gone differently. Honestly,
100%.
Isak was just not doing anything. He ran backwards with the ball more than he had any good chances. So, I mean, I would say disappointing overall. I feel like I put together a pretty good team on paper. Ekatike was a bit of a differential, just counting on Liverpool to go off in that game, and for him to carry over his good form from the international break. But he didn't do well. I'll say the stars of my game week for sure. Robert Sanchez with a nice clean sheet. Danny Munoz with a huge haul. He had the clean sheet. He had a goal. He had 3 bonus. He did get the yellow, which is not ideal, but it's just a -1 for what was ultimately a really good game. And I feel pretty good about him moving forward too. I haven't had a Palace defender since I sold off Lacroix a few weeks ago. So it feels good to be back with them. I feel like they have solidly been one of the best defenses in the league now for basically this whole season. So I'm happy with that. Virgil got DEFCONs, so that's cool. I mean, he conceded 3 goals, so I think a 3-pointer is pretty good considering they got shut out and conceded 3. Liverpool's defense looks really awful. In general, as a team, they're just really struggling right now. But I mean, especially Konate, Kirkez, whoever they play it right back, unless it's Soboslai. Yeah. And Virgil, I think, is still pretty good, but he cannot pick up all the pieces of the shambles of the rest of it. And they're looking rough. And we could talk more about that after. Another bit disappointing result was Senesi conceding 2 goals and just getting the DEFCONs, which at least he got DEFCONs because he's been slightly less. I did not realize that he didn't get DEFCONs. He had an assist in the yellow. That's pretty interesting. Senesi got the assist in the yellow. Bournemouth's defense, again, it's been a couple of games where the defense has looked a little shakier. I think that they're having a lull in their form. I feel like it's too early to tell whether they're kind of returning to their level or if
Yeah.
it's just a tough couple of weeks with, Semenyo was out this week. They've had some fixtures that weren't super easy. So I'm still really happy with Senesi. He didn't get DEFCONs, but he still got the assists. So he found a way to get some extra points on top of it. Sar is just a clean sheet demon. A bit
Yeah,
disappointing.
really.
Yeah, he has not gotten returns recently, but he gets those clean sheets, which is cool. What a disappointment with those two United assets in the midfield. 10 men for 80 minutes, and they couldn't muster any goals. Bruno was really dangerous. I feel like he definitely could have had. I'm sure that his shots were like low XG, but he was ripping some long shots that Pickford had to make some really good saves on and putting some good balls into the box, which is kind of what he always does. And so I think he's going to be a solid FPL asset in the long haul because of that. But in this game, he just blanked. So that was disappointing. And then Saka getting DEFCONs in a game that Arsenal won 4-1. And it felt like you texted me and said this, all of his recoveries were in Spurs' half,
Yeah.
which is hilarious. He actually had a really nice tackle in his own box to take the ball off of, I think it was Simons' feet when he was about to rip a shot. But yeah, the DEFCON thing is crazy. That game, Arsenal dominated so much, and usually the team that dominates is not the one that gets DEFCONs. So Spurs, in shambles. Tavernier, that was a bit of a differential that I took. I figured that since Semenyo was probably going to be out, Tavernier already takes a lot of set pieces and does a lot for Bournemouth, but with Semenyo out, I just figured he'd be even more involved in their attack. And I honestly I like him as a FPL asset in general. I think he's really, really solid. And if he was in my team, I'd rather have him in my team right now than Paquetá, who feels just inconsistent. And West Ham seemed better without him. So I don't know where he stands. I'm sure he'll still start, but in terms of getting returns, not feeling great. But yeah, Tavernier is good. And then Erling Haaland was held to a blank against Newcastle away. He had a couple really good chances that I think he would score on another day. Just completely scuffed a breakaway chance where Nick Pope was running at him out in no man's land, and also had a sort of half volley off of a really nice cross by I think it was Cherky that it was right at Pope, but it was also if it had gone anywhere else in the goal, it would have gone in. It literally just hit Pope in the stomach, but it was such a hard shot that it's kind of unlucky, kind of not a great finish. But Newcastle's defense is really good. So what are you going to do? The saddest thing about this, the free hit though, I had a couple, I had 0.2 left in the bank, basically. And so I could have just gone for a 4.0 defender, but instead I threw in Tosin just for the memes and just in case. I thought he would be pretty good just in case someone completely didn't play and was injured for whatever reason. And I really wish that Ekatike slot, why did he not? Why, if you're not going to start Ekatike, then just don't bring him on and let the FPL guys feast with their
hold the L.
players.
Yeah,
because Tosin had a master class. He had clean sheet and DEFCONs and bonus, and just sat first bench. And then otherwise, I just went for the cheap bench, but I did bring in Obi as a shout out to our goat FPL Shaw. So that For those who listened to last pod, FPL Shaw captained Obi, and then
triple
Obi
cap.
blanked. So a triple, right? Yeah, triple captained Obi, and Obi didn't play. So Emmy Martinez was his vice captain, who then had a 56-point haul or something crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to FPL Shaw. We'll recap his game week, but yeah, it was a bit tough. But yeah, that's it for my team.
Word. I can go into mine. Let's see. Do I go here? Oh. Beautiful. Oh, it always doesn't work the first time. I don't know why.
Yeah, probably some playback glitchiness.
Okay, now it's there. Well, pretty good week for me. I did not use any chips, but 9-point green arrow. As you can see here, almost all my differentials hit, which is the sweep would have been the dream. And yeah, I'm mad that NDI couldn't get some DEFCONs. Even if he couldn't get a goal, I was like, oh, Everton down to 10 men. Like, he could get some DEFCONs. Let's go. But yeah, all my threats here. It's crazy people were starting Semenyo. Like, I assume a lot of them are inactive managers, but I think people were still really hoping that Semenyo starts for some reason. And yeah, Virgil. A lot of people were bringing in Virgil with the Gabriel news, and I did not understand that one bit. I was looking at the FPL content creators. I was looking at Let's Talk FPL. I was looking at FPL Harry. I was looking at FPL Focal. They were all like, "Oh, bring Virgil in." I guess he's the best of the bunch, like of a not so good bunch. And I was like, "What evidence is there like Liverpool's defense is bad, and Virgil has honestly been one of the reasons why. Konate can take a lot of the blame, but Virgil has not really helped himself either. And yeah, I'm not really gonna bet against a resurgent Forest squad right now with Daichi at the helm. Okay, I can't do that. And but other than that, Saka not threatening. Gahey, I mean, I think he scored the lowest of the Palace defenders this week. Richards got 6 points, Lacroix got 11, Munoz got 14. So that's all right. And Mateta,
The
yeah, I
first
mean,
ever Mark Gahey non-differential killing you. I feel like this whole Mark Gahey
yeah,
has scored higher than your Palace defender like
I
every
know.
single week this season.
Yeah. So yeah, let's just get into the team. Raya, blank, of course. Senesi, we went on over it. It's all right. Yeah, it's Bournemouth. It's tough. I mean, I picked him up sort of early, so I think he's just worth holding for someone who could just get DEFCONs. And if he gets DEFCONs and a clean sheet, you're like, yeah, it's like a 10-pointer, like Anderson over here. It is sort of worth, even if Bournemouth's defense looks sort of shaky, just having the security of DEFCONs. And also, yeah, because Senesi's creative. He's good with the ball at his feet. He will get assists. He will get a goal eventually, I think. And he's just worth holding, in my opinion.
Their
Timber?
fixtures aren't bad moving forward too.
Oh,
They're
yeah. I
solid.
think
They have
Bournemouth,
a couple good
yeah.
home games coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. Timber, I sort of lucked out when I tripled up on the Arsenal defense, and then Gabriel went down, and then everyone was like, I didn't have to make a sideways move to get, a double Arsenal defense. So, and he got the assist, of course. I think he only got one DEFCON the whole match, one or two, which is
That he was
crazy.
playing right wing. It was
Oh,
just
he was
crazy.
getting so far forward. He had more touches in the box than like any Spurs player, I'm convinced.
Yeah, he looked really good.
Um,
I would love to have him in
yeah.
my team, honestly.
He had one moment where like he could have scored, I think, but
Yeah, he turned. He had a clear path to goal and he just turned around.
Yeah.
I think he's just not like his goal threat from open play, not like headers, is like really he doesn't even try, but
Oh yeah, he's
he
just a little
gets
conservative.
into good
But
spots.
yeah. Lacroix finally coming good with the clean sheet, an assist. It's crazy he didn't get DEFCON. I thought he got DEFCON, but bonus points. We love it. Finally, he's one of the highest scoring defenders in the game now. He's been he's out. I think he's might have outpaced Gahey in terms of points, just barely by like one or two. But the long hold is paying off, and thank God. But then Anderson at 15 DEFCONs, he's a monster.
Shout
I
out
think
to Anderson, DefCon
yeah,
beast.
yeah, he's so good, and yeah, he's sort of like Senesi in that if he gets the clean sheet, he's like he can get double digits like pretty easily. So I think it's like although the clean sheets might not come as often as you like, it's just like when it pops, it's like a big. It's like it's worth the risk there. So I am really happy to keep him, and yeah, my defense really balled out this week.
Anderson is
Enzo,
also he's almost
yeah,
definitely gonna price rise by probably a lot in like 2 or 3 weeks.
hmm
Because Fulham have really good fixtures right when the extra um AFCON transfers kick in. They have 3 green
yeah.
fixtures in a row. So I think he's like an easy hold. I wish I never sold him, honestly, because he hasn't even been that bad since I did.
They have Spurs away next week. Amazing fixture.
That's an
It's
easy clean sheet right there.
it's an easy clean sheet. He doesn't even. He's gonna get like 2 DEFCONs. He won't even have to do anything. But Anderson's great. Enzo coming through with a huge goal. I mean, he like when he got the goal, he also got the 3 bonus, so it's essentially an 8-point goal. And I know my plan was to always have 2 transfers going into this week, which I was able to achieve, and then get rid of both Chelsea players. But now I sort of want to keep Enzo, just because he doesn't need to do all that. He has a lot of routes to points. He doesn't need to do that much to get up there. Like if he gets a goal and Chelsea win, it's like automatically 10 points, pretty much. And like I love those types of players. Like Smith Rowe last year was sort of like that. It's
Yeah.
just like if he got a goal and full of win, you're just like, whoa, where did all this come from? And it's sort of like that because Chelsea weren't fantastic, but Enzo, especially without Palmer in the team, he's on free kicks. Sometimes he'll take if João Pedro's not on the pitch, he'll take a pen. Even if João Pedro's on the pitch, he's taking pens. So I think I'm probably gonna keep Enzo, just
I
because
think
even
he's
in
a
a
hold
tough
until Palmer comes back, at least, for
yes,
sure.
I
And
think
Palmer
that's
broke
what
his
I'm
toe
thinking.
on the door. So
That sounds so fake. I really don't I don't know what's wrong. I think it might be a little bit of PR, but I don't know.
that
Uh,
like the spaced out king, like they're just like, oh, he's so spaced out, he broke his toe on a door.
what a Chad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sar, yeah, disappointing. He is starting to get on my nerves a little bit. Um, Not that I have the transfers to really get him out of my team right now. I guess I'll just hold until. I mean, AFCON's in a month. It feels so far away now. I'd like to until I have to get rid of him. But like, um, yeah, just a little frustrating. But I mean, Palace they have to score a goal eventually, right? Or like it's or one of
Yeah,
their
a goal
attackers
that's
has to score
not
a
like
goal
a
eventually.
set piece goal or a
Yeah.
like crazy long shot.
Yep.
Yeah,
Um, And yeah, it was a crazy game. Obviously, with the sending off, it really changed everything. Um, but I'm okay to keep him. He's been good. He's been good to me. And yeah, I do wish like it would have been awesome if he got the DEFCONs today because like he's gotten DEFCONs where I've least expected him to, and I was just like, oh, this could have like it's sort of set up for him now, but oh well. And Bumo, yeah, a huge blank, but he's so highly owned now that like it's like it doesn't really matter what he does. So it's like it wouldn't really have helped my week that much. I don't think, but yeah, Pedro, he's definitely on my chopping block. It's been a long hold. I think I've been mostly vindicated in my long hold of João Pedro since the beginning of the season, but it's time to go. I'm sort of torn on a few options. It's probably Welbeck or Igor Thiago. Um, and Igor, after missing that pen, I mean, he's still going to be on pens, and Brentford have just been getting a lot of pens. I don't
They
know,
get
like
a ton of pens.
they get
I
a
wanted
ton
to
of
talk
pens.
about this actually.
Yeah, but yeah, we could talk about it once we get to the fixtures, I guess.
Yeah.
But I do have a bit of a surprise. I'm sort of like overall great week. I am gonna share another screen really quickly because I have a surprise. If
All right.
okay, is it working? Okay, it's oh no, it stopped working. I have a surprise. I already made my transfer
Okay.
or one transfer. Um, and it will be revealed right now.
The GOAT. Vice
I'm bringing
captain,
in
as he
Baba
should.
O'Reilly.
Keep that vice
Yes,
captain on him.
Bill O'Reilly. Yeah, I'm sticking the vice captain on him. Yeah, I transferred out Gabriel for O'Reilly. I mean, he's just been sick, and City have after that Newcastle fixture. I'm like, okay, I need to get another City player. It's time, and I think he's pretty much undroppable for the moment. Even if he does get a little bit rotated, he's cheap. So like I like it's okay. I think there's enough upside there to sort of warrant it.
I
And
agree.
yeah, like especially even if he just like gets a clean sheet for this Leeds fixture, that'd be good. Like and I could start other players over him. Um
I think having a city defender is like almost going to be essential for these next. They have really really good fixtures for their next several game weeks, and Nico O'Reilly also like essentially plays like as our second most forward player a lot of the time when we attack
he gets
too.
forward, yeah, like he gets so much
Um,
farther forward than Nunez. It's
yeah, they
crazy.
give him they just let him run up. He makes a lot of runs for diagonal long balls because he's just really tall. Him and Holland were standing next to each other on a set piece, and he like might be taller than Holland, which is crazy. And he's
It's
fast.
the hair.
So like, yeah, he's just really good bombing down that left wing. I don't know if he's scored any set piece goals yet this season, but he also is a set piece threat. I think we'll
Mhm.
continue to try to go towards him on corners, and he'll threaten for those too. Yeah, I really like O'Reilly. I mean, I think he's honestly my favorite player in the City team at the moment.
Yeah.
I talked about it last week. Like, yeah, when he plays, this Newcastle game was like one of the first games we've ever lost when he played since we put him
Yeah.
in the squad,
Yeah.
when he started. Like, I think it's literally only the second time we've lost since he's started. The only other one was the FA Cup final against Palace, and
Mm.
he's been on and off starting for us since March. So he's just awesome. Yeah, if we drop him, I feel like it would only be because of like fixture pile up or an injury somewhere. But yeah, I
Yeah.
love O'Reilly.
And I have my triple captain active. This was always my plan going into next week. I'm glad that Holland didn't haul this week, so he's gonna haul next week. It's math, and I am looking forward to it. It is sort of like a it's not like a revenge match, but like the history with Leeds and Holland there. It's like it's its own thing. So I feel like he would love to score against Leeds.
Yeah.
Um, and but making this transfer, Gabriel to O'Reilly, it's given me a lot more money. So I was thinking João Pedro to Welbeck or Thiago, but I have enough money to go from João Pedro to Ekitike. And I am
Mm.
sort of tempted just because Liverpool's fixtures do get good, and Slot's got to start Ekitike, right? He's got
Yeah.
to. He's got to. Like,
They're also like, I say this with like gritted teeth, but because I don't like Liverpool and I've been enjoying them not playing well, but they like kind of have to be due for like a good turnaround as well.
yeah, they have to
And
win. They have to
their fixtures.
score a.
I mean, I do feel like I don't think that West Ham away is that. I think it's still like one of the better fixtures. I wouldn't like avoid it. But I also think that with Nuno now, like they're probably gonna
It's
defend
a
a
little bit more
lot better than they
unpredictable.
were before.
Yeah,
And Bowen got Defcons, the first ever striker to get Defcons in FPL.
let's
Uh,
go.
that's Nuno ball for you.
Industry, we
Yeah.
love it. And but yeah, so I got some decisions to make with my striker spot. I guess maybe Champions League might force my hand in another part of my squad, I guess. But yeah, that's where I'm sitting. I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, top 100K overall. Yes.
Fire.
First place in my sights. It's good.
How many points are you off of first? I just noticed that you could see that in live FPL.
I'm 133, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Not insurmountable, and I have my triple captain. Like if
Yeah,
if
Holland.
Holland really pops off, a lot of people I feel like above me have already used like triple captain.
Yeah,
So
for
like
sure.
I still have some chips to burn. So
A,
it
a
would be
lot of
so
people
sick.
are saying Eze is better than Holland. I've heard a lot of people saying that after this week. He needs to respond.
Triple cap. Oh yeah. I was like a triple cap Eze. I was like,
No,
that'd
no,
be some
like
sick
yeah,
content.
the hat trick. They said Eze is the only guy who can score hat tricks in the Premier League. But
Yes. But yeah, I'm excited for next week. Yeah, hopefully Holland gets the big haul. But either way, I feel like I'm well positioned.
yeah, no, that's a solid team. Yeah, Timber, I feel like is good moving forward. Arsenal and Chelsea away is not the best fixture,
Yeah,
but
I don't know what's gonna happen there. Like, so I'm sort of like hedging my bets. I'm like, oh, if Enzo gets a big goal, like that'd be nice. If Timber, I don't know if Arsenal shut us out. I
is
could still,
Enzo good at lobbing keepers who are out of position?
No, I've never seen
Caicedo
it.
though, yeah.
Caicedo though, yeah,
Caicedo is a shout. If you're
yeah.
you're making transfers, there will be an opportunity to lob Raya. Um, I did see. I guess we could talk about this. Or, we can talk about it now, and then I'll show my team.
hmm
Richarlison's lob was awesome, but he scored a really, really similar goal to that goal last year too. Um, it was almost identical, but Lewis Skelly was the one who lost the ball, and it wasn't quite as good of a finish as the one like in the game from this past weekend, which was basically perfect. But yeah, I mean, Raya gets lobs sometimes, so Chelsea should just be taking long shots all night. And honestly, it might be the best way to score against Arsenal from open play. Like they have allowed Arsenal has allowed 2 goals at the Etihad this entire season in all competitions, and it was Haaland's goal and that Richarlison lob, which is crazy.
hmm
Or at the Emirates, that is. Yeah, that would be funny if it was at City Stadium. Um, Okay, I am gonna share my screen because I also made a transfer.
Oh,
Although not a surprising one because I made this transfer last week and
are you just
it got
bringing Munoz
reverted.
in?
What's that?
You're just bringing Munoz in?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot that I made some transfers before I free hit. I forgot that it reverts to your team from before.
Mm,
So I transferred out Gyökeres for Igor Thiago. And I transferred out Munoz or Gabriel for Munoz. They both
mm,
got reverted on Saturday. But on Saturday as well, I just brought in Munoz because he had already
yeah.
rose in price and he was due to just continue to rise. So um, I brought him in. Palace have a really good defense. Their fixtures are pretty good moving forward as well. And I think he also provides a really good amount of goal threat. So very happy to have him in the team. I mean, yeah, they have United next week, who couldn't even score against 10 men. So Crystal
Yep.
Palace
That's an
with
easy
the
clean.
parking the bus and yeah, and then Burnley, Fulham, like yeah, I think they could get some maybe 1 or 2 clean sheets out of those next 3. And even against City, like I don't know, they're really good at home. They could get a clean sheet. Who knows? And then yeah, I'm debating what to do with Gyökeres. I think he actually becomes a really really good differential if he's healthy,
Mm,
but I also don't want to hold him if he's just going to keep on blanking. And I think watching Arsenal with Marino in at striker, I think that their team just works a lot better when they have like a false 9 who can distribute the ball a little bit more. Because Gyökeres just, yeah, he looks a little clumsy out there when he's playing with all the other guys on the team. So yeah, we'll see. Also, yeah, I'm still thinking about bringing in Igor Thiago, and at the moment, I'm not that mad about holding him because I think that Paketa against Liverpool at home coming off the bench isn't really that bad.
mhm.
And I would prefer to get rid of Vicario, even though Fulham at home is a pretty solid fixture. I just think that Spurs' defense is absolutely atrocious, and
And
I don't
horrible at
really want to
home.
have any of their defensive or goalkeepers. But yeah, let's go through some of the fixtures from this past game week. Let's see. I'm bringing up Mob right now. Yeah, Burnley versus Chelsea. What were your thoughts on this game?
I didn't get up for it, but I, from what I have deducted from other people who watched it and watching some extended highlights, Burnley were pretty good in the first half, and like when Chelsea scored with Neto, it was against the run of play, but honestly, I feel like we always suck after the international break, and it was the first game after the international break, which is always sort of tough. So, although we mostly didn't play that well, I was glad just to, get a result, especially without no Caicedo. No Caicedo in that lineup. I was happy to get a pretty comfortable win, and Enzo is back and healthy. He didn't have to go play for Argentina because he was sort of hiding an injury. And I heard Santos had a really great game. I mean, the cross from Gittins was also great. He is growing on me a little bit. His first couple of appearances were pretty bad. I was like, and yeah, it just seemed like another like bullshit, Todd Bowley gamble player, young player, City Academy kid gamble.
Yeah.
It's like it's the same freaking play every time, and it's an eventually one of them will hit, and that one was Cole Palmer, but like
Yes.
just like you think everyone will. like bang like that. It's just like no. It's like it's like you hit the jackpot once. Like it's like
Damn, yeah.
the house always wins.
Romeo Lavia, he was supposed to be the one too. I feel like he's only 21 still. He still has some potential.
I
He
mean,
was
he's like
so good for our academy team and our
when he
U21s.
plays. I mean, when he plays for Chelsea, he's pretty excellent too. It's just that injury. I think he's just. I think I've seen enough. Honestly, it's like it's tough. I think he's just sort of doomed to be an injury-prone player, which sucks because he is good. And last season we were probably at our best when he was playing and had Caicedo at right back. Um, that I would like to see that version of the team more often, but yeah, Lavia is just never available. And but yeah, in terms of Chelsea, yeah, it was a decent result. Delap still floundering about up top, and
City Academy,
but
by the way, that is actually crazy. There's so
yeah,
many City Academy players. Tosin too.
Tosin, yeah, no, it's exhausting, really, and but
Speaking of injury-prone players, I didn't really notice this until I was looking at this team, but pour one out for those who brought in Reece James because the 46th minute substitution is really tough when you're on a clean sheet and would have held it. So, yeah, that's tough. I mean, I vowed to never bring Reece James in FPL after a couple of years ago, and this is why.
yep. Yeah, I don't think he was like injured per se.
He played a lot for England, I think.
Yeah,
So he's probably just tired.
I think he was a little tired, and like yeah, Maresca just wanted to change things up because yeah, it was pretty bad leading up to the half in that
Yeah.
match. So
I guess he didn't play against Albania, but he played 90 against Serbia.
well, yeah,
So
we just had like I mean Chelsea just have massive. Their next two fixtures are freaking massive. We have to play Barca tomorrow, and then Arsenal.
Arsenal, yeah.
I think we can win one of those games. I don't know which one, but it sort of depends.
There's
But
some weird stuff going on with Barca right now. I feel like there's like there are rumors about how they hate everyone on the team hates Yamal. There's like drama with Ter Stegen. Yeah, I don't know.
the
I
Ter
mean, I feel
Stegen
like the
stuff was
Spanish
really
media.
funny.
What's up?
The Ter Stegen stuff was really fucking bizarre. I remember that.
Yeah.
Like they were like they thought he was faking injury or something, or like something like that.
I think that was Andreas Christensen who you're thinking of.
Oh, he does fake injuries. I know that for sure because he's
Did
a
you hear
former
this
Chelsea.
story actually? The
Well, he has
Lewandowski biography.
Oh, is it? Well, I know Christensen. He gets his tummy gets upset because he gets nervous.
Yeah, you talked about this because
Like he does.
anxiety.
No, he's like been like on the pitch like, and he just like pukes, and it's just like, I'm sorry, man. It's just like Christensen did come in the Champions League final that we won, and he actually put in a shift. Like, how are you not nervous then, dude? Like,
Okay,
with,
well,
like,
yeah,
City,
here's
hanging
the
out the door
Champions
the whole
League,
time. Yeah, it's
the
like
Lewandowski Champions League story. Yeah, Lewandowski just put out a biography about his life, basically. And I don't know why he's like. There's a lot of stuff where he's like shitting on people in it.
he's dying.
Or maybe this was just an anecdote that they pulled that because they just want people to buy the book. But basically, he said that in the Champions League semis against Inter last season rather, it was like in April. They were trying to make a defensive substitution because Inter had been getting a bunch of corners. So they wanted someone who was an aerial threat to defend, like a Serbi and all of Inter's tall guys. And so Hansi Flick goes over to Christensen. He's like, "All right, warm up, get ready." And he warms up and he's like, "Oh, I think I'm injured. I don't think I can come on." And so he said that, and apparently he had been fine before the game, and so then they sub on Lewandowski. Lewandowski has to like they sub him on as a defensive sub to defend set pieces, which
Mhm.
I remember thinking was super weird at the time, because they were like super parking the bus. And yeah, he was matched up against the Serbi, and they gave up that header that won Inter the game, or no, tied the game, and then Inter went on to win.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's some Andreas Christensen slander going on. And yeah, I guess he does fake injuries. That's funny. Yeah, coming from a Chelsea fan, there's some confirmation there. That's hilarious.
Yeah, like I mean, I remember. I think it was against. I mean, I just have a lot of like under Tuchel, he was fine,
He was good.
but yeah, under Tuchel, he was fine, but under Lampard, the blunders he made during that, like it was really bad. I did like want him out at that time, and yeah, like I think he's just honestly soft. He's like not he's not a good physical defender. And I mean Barca loves those types of defenders. So they love Eric Garcia. They
Yes.
love it's like they love all the
Yeah.
defenders I hate. Okay, but
Honestly, yeah, them not having, I mean, they've been good this year, but Inigo Martinez was like their goat because he was like
yeah.
actually like a shithouser.
Yes.
And then everyone else on that team is like kind of soft. Like, I think Jules Koundé is not afraid to get in the mixer too, but
Yes.
he's like a right back. So their center backs are all these like kind of really nice with the ball, but not the toughest guys.
Mhm.
But yeah, let's see what else. Oh yeah, yeah, this was an exciting game. Callum Wilson with a crazy shout. I mean, he scored 2 goals and got subbed off before the 60th minute, which is crazy. Yeah,
Okay, I hear
Luis
the
Guilherme. I've never really seen this guy play. I remember he was a big transfer for them a couple of years ago.
Mhm.
Areola with an incredible assist and 9.4 man of the match. I think he had a bunch of saves too. Yeah, 10 saves.
Okay, I did hear a thing about this match. I didn't watch it, but allegedly West Ham were kicking downwind the first half. Then
Oh,
Bournemouth were kicking downwind the second half, which is like I mean that's why Areola was able to like put,
the
kick
assist.
so
Yeah,
well.
that's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, just launching long balls.
Yeah.
Areola's been kind of good for the past couple of weeks. I don't know, like he's gotten a bunch of saves. He can. West Ham still have like not really. They don't really keep clean sheets, at least not yet. Um, but I do remember he was. I think he's been like in FPL teams of the week for a few weeks. So just
Mhm.
kind of interesting. I don't know. I think Nuno goalkeepers actually do perform pretty well generally. He was a goalkeeper himself. So yeah, just interesting. Keep an eye on. Um, I did not watch this game either though, so I don't have a ton of analysis, but it seems like it was exciting. Danny Welbeck scored a really nasty goal in this Brighton Brentford game. It was like he faked like he was going to shoot it with his right foot on a volley off of a cross, and that his left foot was going to be his plant foot, and then he just didn't swing his right foot, and he just kind of like deflected it
He
in with
like
his left
guided it
foot.
in. Yeah, it was pretty
Is
sick.
so nasty. Um, Brighton have been really good. They're on a winning streak right now, I believe.
Oh,
That's not true. They did they kept the draw with Crystal Palace, so that's cool. And
yeah. And they're scoring goals, which is
yeah,
why I'm sort of tempted by them in FPL. Like Minte seems pretty good, but
I think Minte is a very good asset. I mean, he's the
yeah,
man of the match again here, or at least he got I think 3 bonus, which is kind of crazy. He
yeah.
might have gotten both the
I think
assists.
he got 2 assists. Yeah,
Yeah,
but or
he
maybe
got he
no.
got. I think he got I think he actually did get 2. Just like one of them was an FPL assist that is not counted on FOTMob.
But yeah, I am sort of tempted by Welbeck just to go against the Igor crowd. I think Igor's been doing well, but like again, like Brentford have gotten so many pens. Eventually, they're gonna dry up. It's not
Yeah.
real. So and Welbeck is on pens when he plays, but that's the thing. It's just the minutes of the last 3 games. I think he's got 90 minutes or something like that, or almost completely 90 minutes. So, and I do think it'd be not wise of Huchila not to start him, but
For sure.
yeah.
I mean, he's
Solid
been
March.
awesome.
How long has he been out, man?
Who?
March. I feel like he came back for like a little while, like last year, and then like
he played. He came back in April last. Oh no, he's just been out for since April. But yeah, he was injured before that too.
Yeah, he can't catch a break.
Wait, was this? Oh yeah, it was last year. Okay. Yeah, I mean he's just older too. Yeah, I don't know. They don't really need him to be honest.
Well, yeah, the system has gone beyond him. Honestly, that Turkish geezer, I have thought about bringing him in. Yeah, because but I think the time has sort of passed. My defense is already sort of stacked, but
well, and yeah, with him and De Kuyper too, there's definitely some rotation worries there. But yeah, Welbeck's having an amazing season. He how many goals has he scored this season? He scored 7. Yeah, okay, that stat was right. Yeah, he scored 7 goals this season. He's never scored more than 10 in the Premier League. So
I gotta get in on it right now. Yeah.
I think I can't tell. I think that he right now is like the best that I've ever seen him play. So I do genuinely believe that like he can keep it up. But at the same time, he is 34, and there is a lot of data to say that he like his ceiling is around 10 goals. So that's where I'm a little bit doubtful. And yeah, Thiago to have already scored 9 is crazy. I think in the Belgian league, which is where he got bought from or transferred in from, he scored a ton of goals the season before Brentford bought him. So he's maybe has more historical great goal scoring than Welbeck, but I think they're both good shouts. What is Brentford's fixtures looking like? Oh, he was on Ludogorets. That's kind of cool. I remember they were pretty good in the Champions League one year.
Brentford have Burnley next. I think Burnley at home.
Oh,
so a lot of people are targeting that. And
they have 3 really good fixtures in the next 5.
Yep, and
makes sense.
That's why, that's the thing. It's just, but like, I feel like I'm sort of late to the Thiago thing, and I'm okay with that, I guess. I think if I was to go Thiago, it'd be a defensive transfer, and I'm not. I want to be more aggressive, so
yeah,
I am sort of like, I guess, leaning towards Welbeck, but we'll see. I guess.
He's still only 6.5, but he is 16% owned and increasing. So it makes sense.
Does Brighton have any Europe? Are in the Conference League?
Brentford?
Brighton.
Oh no, I don't think they're in Europe at all.
Word.
So that's also a good piece for Welbeck, is that he's going to be rested. Let's see, Fulham versus Sunderland at Craven Cottage. I did not watch this game.
We back Fulham. Okay,
they're bouncing back here. They had a very tough stretch, and they're still. I mean, they're still not great, but I think they also had tough fixtures, and their fixtures get a lot better. So I think they have some good assets. Sorry,
you go. Yeah, you go.
I think Jimenez is a pretty good asset too, because Muniz is going to be out for a while. So yeah, I even think, did King start this game? I thought about bringing in King,
King is a shout. He's also just so
but
cheap.
yeah, he's so cheap. But also, he's not. He hasn't gotten any returns.
No, and
He
probably.
looks good though.
But yeah,
But yeah.
passes the eye test. Yeah,
Mhm.
like Fulham, I feel like past couple of seasons, they always suck against the top 6. And
True.
sometimes I feel like they struggle against the worst teams. But when it comes against like when they play mid-table teams, like other like teams that they're around, they always turn up. And like you're just like, wow, they could be really good. But then they never, take that extra step. And I do think like at home actually, like Fulham away is not easy.
Yeah.
So and
Craven Cottage is a fortress.
it's a cottage for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I do. Yeah. Marco Silva. That is kind of his thing. I feel like his teams are always going to be very solid because they win the games that they should.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's a good shout for sure. Let's talk about it.
Let's go.
It's been long enough. Maybe we should have even talked about it earlier. I mean, so many reasons why this was awesome. But number one, I think Daichi is so back.
He never
This
left.
was prime Deitch ball. You had 26% possession. You got out XG'd, less shots,
That's
everything.
still decent XG.
I know it's not even that crazy, and
Yeah.
not that many more shots either, which probably says a lot too. At Anfield, that might be the craziest thing of it all.
Yeah.
And they
I think
came
that's why
in and they
people were
dropped
bringing.
3.
I think that's why people were bringing in Virgil. They're just like, oh no way they get like destroyed at home like that. And
Yeah.
yeah.
One thing to defend Virgil, I will say, is that his goal threat has been really good lately, and he scored against City and that goal that got called back, rightfully. But yeah, like that's why I brought him in, is because I thought he was just due to score a header. But yeah, I mean, not this week. But yeah, what's wrong with Liverpool?
His name Arnie Slot. Yeah, no,
the bald fraud.
Like, it's not the first time I've watched the Liverpool game this season. I've been like, this is just like depressing. Like, Liverpool in the first like 30 minutes were pretty good. They Anderson had to like head a ball off the line essentially, but as soon as those chances, like they didn't score from one of those chances, they were just like, well, we're done here. And then they just immediately packed it up. And then when Murillo right before halftime, that sucks. But then, what did Slot say to these players at halftime, man? That is like the worst reaction, and that is such a massive red flag. Not a Liverpool flag, a red flag. Okay, like a bad one, and that's just horrible. Like being a Chelsea supporter, I've watched managers come, I've watched managers go. I think I feel the worst about the managers that when that type of thing happens. When that type of thing happens, I'm like, there might be no coming back from this type of thing. Like in a game of this sort of magnitude, it could have been a pivot point for them, even though they've already like sort of it could have been they could have started to stop the bleeding, I guess, but like now it's just really, I don't really see a way back for him. It's like, it's tough. And
yeah,
some
I
people,
mean, the fans have turned on him so heavily, and when it's really, really hard to win fans back when they've turned on you that much, especially. Let's see where they are on the table. I mean, to be fair, they're 4 points off of third and 5 points off of second, so it's not like it's gonna take that much for them to bounce back. But the form is atrocious. They have worse form than most teams in the league.
Yep.
Burnley has more wins in the last 5 than they do. And yeah, they're just playing really, really uninspiring football right now.
Some people are calling it the worst title defense ever. As a Chelsea supporter, I have to say that Chelsea still have the worst title defense of any team ever. But I will say that going into the season, Conte season 2, where everything fell apart, instead of Lukaku at the peak of his powers, we got a Morata, we got a
Yes.
Bakayoko, we got Danny Drinkwater, I'm pretty sure was that same window. We got shit players. Like players that were not our first choice. And Liverpool go and get Verts. They get Kirkez, who was at the time we thought pretty proven in the Prem and had a high ceiling, and we got Frimpong, which both of us don't really rate, but hey, like he's got it. There's some upside there, sure. And Isaac falls in their fucking lap. Like he was off the market, and he falls in their lap, and it's just with that amount of money and that amount of talent. It's like I don't think it's even like money not well spent. It's just like I think those players are probably worth like what they are. Like I think they can be that good. And the fact that Slot isn't doing anything with that, like the fact, like if they miss out on Europe, I think it is the worst title defense. Champions League, to be clear. Like if they miss out on Champions League, I think it's the worst title defense for sure. Like just
That
with the
would be
amount of money that's
insane.
spent. It's horrible. It's really bad. It's just like people were like, I mean, I don't mean to keep banging this drum, but last season, everyone else in the Prem was pretty bad, and Liverpool had a very, very good first half. But then the second half, they they already won the league at that point, sure, but like it's just like it's not like people were not pulling up trees in the first half either. Like it's just like so. Yeah, I think he's like pretty exposed. It's just like this is the chance to make it your team, and you got the best players that were on and previously off the market. They made themselves available for you, and wow, that is bad. It's like there's just, like no sign of them even starting to click. That's what's so bad.
I do think it does remind me a little bit of City last year, and I feel like probably around this point. No, it was a little bit later. But yeah, around this point last year, it was like really looking rough for City. We never fell as low as Liverpool is right now in the table, but we were definitely behind by a lot more points than they are right now. And I think that was just because we were transitioning between two different eras of the team, between the KDB, Gundogan, even we didn't have Raheem Sterling anymore, but he was a key player. Ederson. We just had, even like John Stones was in the team a lot more. Kyle Walker. We had all these players who were part of previous amazing Centurion Champions League winning.
It was really, the end of a cycle.
Really good players, but it was the end of a cycle, whether it was because they were just kind of washed, getting older, or they just didn't fit into the current squad. And I do think that's what's going on now with Liverpool. And I think, luckily with City, it's looking like we nailed some of the guys that we rebuilt on. And it's a little bit too late. I wish we could have done it last year before the season had started. And looking back at it, it's kind of obvious. But I think it's looking like Liverpool has just whiffed on a lot of these potential rebuilding players. And I don't really think they had a really great transfer strategy in general. I feel like they paid a lot. They paid a shit ton of money for two guys who play the same position, who now are battling for spots, and it's causing a lot of just. I mean, there's no we haven't seen any actual tension with them being mad at each other or whatever, But to start Isak in this game when Ekitike has
I
been a
know, it's
million times better than
disrespectful.
him this season, that is like a detriment to the team, and it's self-imposed because you didn't
Yes.
have to buy Isak. You bought him because you wanted to buy him initially, and then you bought Ekitike because you wanted to be petty about it because you didn't think you were going to get him. And then when he comes back on the market, you kind of feel like you have to buy him because he only wants to play for you.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, that's like 300 million down the drain between him and Ekitike.
Yep.
And I forgot about Verts. Verts, like, I mean, I guess he was injured, but he's done actually nothing this season. He's really done zero. And
Yeah, it's like hard to get off to as bad of a start than this.
yeah,
And Ekitike has been the
Grealish,
only good transfer. Yeah.
Jack Grealish, like the legendary flop, who ended up being really, really good for City the year that they won the Champions League. I will
Yes.
say, I'm a Grealish defender, but
Obviously,
he
he's
didn't
like,
start out very
yeah,
well.
he's good.
But he was way, way better than Verts. I think it's just kind of crazy that you knew that Trent was leaving and you had a lot of time to figure out what the succession plan was going to be, and
Yeah.
you end up having to play a Cam at right back the season after he leaves. And Soboslai has done pretty well there, but at the same time, it's really crazy that. And I guess Bradley and Frimpong are injured. I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
But
the
still.
injuries have sort of forced his hand, but yeah, like Soboslai has done well. That's not his best position. Also, the treatment of Chiesa, not right.
I don't get it at all.
It goes hand in hand with the Ekitike thing. It's just like, why aren't you playing the players who are playing better?
It makes no sense.
Even with Robertson, man, like it's just like it's like Kirkes is the future, obviously, but like it's just like Robertson's playing better, and this is a game you need to win. Like,
For sure.
and you're dicking around. Like, you obviously don't like Kirkes right now, and that's he's a bit raw. That's fine, but like, yeah, it is just really bad. And like, I mean, I don't know if it's the end of a cycle for Liverpool. I feel like this should have been like last season should have been. I think Liverpool supporters would have been okay if they like had a rebuilding season last season. But then they go on and win the league and it resets expectations, and then you're just like, okay, we're still like the line is still going up. The line should be going up, and it's like, yeah, just like plummeted. And I do think it's just really tough to come back from. And Slot's just not helped himself either. Like, Salah's been really bad, and he could have given more minutes to Chiesa, could have given more minutes to Ekitike, played Robertson more, even though he doesn't complement the system as much. And yeah, even just like playing Frimpong at right wing or something, do something,
I mean, I do think the Liverpool fans that we are friends with are saying that when Salah's gone, they have a master plan for playing like a 3 at the back and Frimpong at right wing and all this stuff.
Why is Slot so afraid though to like?
Yeah, I don't know. The Chiesa thing I really don't get, because if you're trying to sell him,
you need to play him.
Then you need to play him.
You need to put him in the window.
His value is the lowest it's ever going to be right now, and yet he actually is still playing pretty well when he does play.
Yep.
And so at that point, you have to play him more to at least try to get his value up or to prove something, and especially when everyone else on the team is this uninspiring. Gakpo playing 90 and getting a 7.0 is interesting, though. I was sort of leaning towards selling him, but I might hang on just because the fixtures are so good. And I do think that's the silver lining. Liverpool's next 5 games are pretty easy. They play West Ham, Sunderland, Leeds, Brighton at Anfield, and Tottenham at Shite Hart Lane. So they could win all those 5. And on the podcast next, around the new year next year, we could be talking about how we overreacted. But it feels really dire right now, and I feel like if if they don't, how do I put this? Like, if they continue to look bad in these next 5 games, then Slot like actually has to go because he's actually coaching for his job right now. And I think at the very least they need to win the home games that they have coming up because they're very winnable. But yeah, I mean it's wild. It's really it's kind of crazy that they've gone on this poor of a run of form.
It's also just the manner of defeat. I think
Yeah.
it's like if you lose to Forest, like they could turn up and beat people as we've seen last season. They have a squad good enough to do that at least, you know.
Sure.
But
that's kind of what Deitch does. Like he's used to being the underdog and pulling out results.
But it was pretty convincing. It was pretty convincing. Like
Yeah.
and it's like sort of like obviously possession like Liverpool's possession was so empty and bad. Like every time Forest attacked, you're like, oh god, like this is a chance, you know. And, but yeah, probably enough on that. But
well, yeah, I did actually on the flip side of things, I do think that Forest defense especially is they have several really good FPL assets. I think Nico Williams is finally coming good. I think I'm really intrigued by Savona. I feel like he's been a really good goal threat off of set pieces. I mean, he's super nailed. Actually, we should probably check if Ina's injured. Then okay, yeah, Ina's injured, but he's going to be out for a while.
I was about to say, like Nigeria's in AFCON, right?
They didn't make the World Cup. They are, but it seems like he's going to be missing the AFCON if his return is early January. I forget how long does AFCON go for. It's like 2 or 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, it's actually not that long. I always think it's like, oh, it's gonna be months, but it's like it's like
it's weird. It's not that many teams. Like Semenyo and Kudus aren't even going because Ghana didn't qualify. So it's always kind of weird with those kind of things. I think it's just not that many teams, but it'll be interesting. I also, Gibbs White continues to be good. I think he's a good asset. I think for differentials, especially, the fixtures are actually pretty solid for Forest coming up too. It's like doesn't look super green, so it's a little deceptive. But Brighton at home, I think they should be able to score a goal or two there. And I think Brighton are scoring a lot, so a set piece is probably not like a super high chance, but it's Deitch, so there's always the chance. Then they have Wolves away. Wolves are still kind of floundering. Everton away is tough. Tottenham at home might not be a bad fixture. It might be honestly a really good fixture. And then Fulham away, which is tough. But I feel like, Gibbs White could be a really nice differential right now. And Sells, I think, is starting to bounce back. I think that he will be a very good keeper because all of Deitch's keepers end up being pretty good, at least for FPL. He's 33, so I don't think he's going to have like a career renaissance or anything. But who knows? I mean, older keepers have done it before. Let's see. I actually didn't catch this game either, but I did see Pino's goal, which was really nice. Just a banger from outside the box.
Yeah, I mean, Wolves are bad. What else?
Yeah, well, but they didn't play that bad here. I think especially coming against Palace. I mean, it is at home. But these stats are like they were really having some putrid stats with under Pereira. So
yeah,
I don't know. I guess keep your eyes on them. I don't know if they're gonna all of a sudden be awesome. Oh, this is an awesome lineup. I didn't see this. This is like so Brexit ball.
I know.
They've got 2 huge guys up front. Ira Kadara is like 6'5". I actually want to see that. Yeah, 6'6". Strand Larson is also like 6'2". 6'4". Yeah, huge guys up front. Like three dogs in midfield.
I know, yeah, just runners.
The like really fast wing backs who can whip in crosses. Yeah, all right. This is Luton Town are so back. Welcome back.
They got to bring Doherty in, or whatever his name is.
Oh,
Remember him?
Doherty,
Yeah.
dude, Doherty. I think they did probably. Damn, they didn't play him. He must be injured. Yeah.
Oh no, but the Luton Doherty, the British one, not the Irish one. Do you remember him?
Wait, Matt Doherty.
No, that's the Irish one. Do you remember the Luton Doherty? Like people brought him
Oh,
in.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
the Peace guy. Yeah, Doughty. Yeah,
No, they
Alfie
call him
Doughty.
Doughty. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that would be a fire. Actually, I feel like they might actually bring him in January. That would
gotta
be a
bring a
fire
Luton guy.
January transfer.
Yeah.
His set piece delivery to Strand
Oh, he was a
Larson,
great crosser.
rookie
Yeah,
upgrade,
yeah.
could be crazy. Get him in there. Clip that. Yeah, come January, we'll be playing that back. I wonder, is Doughty still on Luton Town? That would be kind of sad. Oh no, he plays for Millwall now.
Oh, they could still.
This is a crazy. Why is this his Wikipedia photo? This is like an unflattering photo right here.
Bro, he looks fat. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I mean, are Millwall doing well? I don't know. This is such a rabbit hole. But I do actually want to see if this is possible now. Yeah, Enzo Milo, I saw the other day that he's playing in Saudi, which is kind of sad because he was sick for Union Berlin. No, they're in seventh. Yeah, poach this man. Another shout I feel like that I want to see back in the Prem is Leif Davis. I messed with Leif Davis last year. I feel like Liverpool could use him. Honestly, he might be better than Kirk is. Speaking of which, I realized we forgot to talk about potential slot replacements for Liverpool. So who's out there on the market? I mean, I'll throw a name out there in the hat. I feel like right now Liverpool, clearly morale isn't great, and I think they need a major tactical shift. And there is a guy out there who I think can do both of those. He's a charisma merchant, and he has success in Europe. And his name is Ange Postecoglou. I'm an Ange defender. I can't get enough of it. He needs another shot in the Prem, and I think that the vibes would be really good. So
yeah, the Prem is just a little less funny without Ange in there. So yeah, we could bring him back. Big Sam is another shout.
Yes.
He's a criminal, and we love him. Brexit means Brexit.
What was Big Sam's crime? I actually don't know about this.
Well, that's why he got fired from the England job, because he was like, he said he was like leaking stuff or something. I don't know if he was like gambling, but like,
that's awesome.
He was like literally caught on a hot mic. It was pretty funny. Like the whole media had. I remember. I don't remember like the actual content that much, but I'm just like, you're an idiot. I was like,
that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I love Big Sam. Yeah, I mean, I think I was talking to you about this before we started recording. I think what's going to happen, I do think that Slot stays until the end of the year. And then I think they're going to poach someone who is coaching in the World Cup right now. Yeah. I think, or not right now, but is going to be coaching in the World Cup next year. I feel like Julian Nagelsmann is going to be in there. You said, and I totally agree that would be like the most FSG thing ever. And I do think that Klopp kind of likes Nagelsmann too. And I feel like even though Klopp is no longer at Liverpool, I do think that he still has his hands in things. And he's the one who picked Slot to be his successor. So I do feel like that could happen. And then like Klopp and Nagelsmann would basically switch. And I think Klopp wants to coach Germany. So I think that could happen. Roberto Martinez could be available.
He's terrorist.
He's
Oh my god.
man manager, and he has a lot of he's a good pundit, so he could bring some
He's like
good
not even a
wise
good
words.
pundit. He's
No,
bad.
he's not. He's like yeah. He really will pay for what he did to Belgium.
Oh my god, yeah.
I'm so angry. They were like they had the coolest
They were
generation of
stacked.
players ever,
Yeah.
and they never did anything noteworthy. So
Yep.
sad. Maybe Eddie Howe, you know, if yeah,
Maybe
this
Pep
was a tough game for
Guardiola.
City. Yeah, Pep. Yeah, dude. No, never. Pep. At this point, Pep has had. I was sort of feeling like people were about slot last. Liverpool fans were about slot last year about Pep, and he adapts. I mean, even if we don't win the league again under him, I just I like having him as our manager, and I feel like we've bounced back enough from bad times that he's just good. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. This isn't really that tough of a time. We lost to Newcastle. Newcastle away. That's just one of the toughest fixtures that you're gonna have all season. I'd say I was trying to do a little ranking here. I mean, at the Emirates is definitely the toughest. And then I feel like City away, Newcastle away. Any other ones? I mean, historically it's been Anfield, but like teams have come in and shit on them recently. So
I would say Sunderland away, bro.
Yeah. For sure. The Stadium of Light, that has always been a fortress too. Like I remember even when we were kids, that was a banger of a stadium. And yeah, they have some of the best fans. I love Sunderland. Yeah, Sunderland till I die, as they say. But yeah, the Stadium of Light for sure is a good shout. But yeah, essentially, I feel like
Sunderland
go ahead.
only got relegated because they had to keep paying Adam Johnson. Like that was their that was their punishment.
They were sending money to prison. Yeah. I mean, they had like one of the worst string of managers ever. I remember they went from Tony Pulis to Zola was really, or was it Zola? They had an Italian former player that was also really bad, and I remember he would like scream at the players on the sidelines, and yeah, like the vibes were terrible. Yeah, I mean they're back now. Defoe, they should sign Defoe back and bring him back in for the vibes. But no, Harvey Barnes legit had a pretty good game. I mean, he missed a lot of chances. He missed 2 good chances, and they ended up scoring on 2 chances. One that was just a really nice finish from a tough spot, just outside the box, and one which was super jammy, and I still think was offsides. There are no angles other than the CGI, which was literally CGI generated. That's my conspiracy theory. They used AI to generate. There was no angle other than the semi-automated offside thing that they showed, where he looked like he was on sides. It was atrocious.
The angle they showed that I saw the most. The perspective was warped. Of course, he's gonna look a little offside, but like I could also see I mean, if you told me he was perfectly on, I'll be like, okay. I mean, and it's like the thing is like it's hard to argue with semi-automated offsides.
Like, I mean, I agree. Like it should get
I think we just gotta rock with it. It's like that. I think the angles they were showing were just bad. And it's bad that when I saw the goal again, I was like, that's the thing that I thought was like the most questionable, obviously, that in the lead up to it. But yeah, if the computer says so, I'm okay with it.
I mean, also Donnarumma is a dramatic guy, but he reacted to like I feel like and he was right there. Like he saw that he was offsides, and that's why like immediately when the ball, like before the ball even went in, honestly, he was sprinting out to the ref to argue because um, he thought that I forget who it even was because it wasn't Barnes who was the guy who was off, but whoever it was off. The guy who got the first header.
Gumarães.
Who?
Gumarães.
Oh, Guimaraes, yeah. I mean, anyways, we didn't really deserve to win. I think that despite like we played pretty well, the possession was really nice, and we had a couple good chances. But I think that like a draw would have been fair, and I don't even think taking the L is that unfair. And I think we'll bounce back. We have some good fixtures coming up. I really liked how Cherokee was looking in the first half. I didn't see his second half performance. I did not like how Foden was looking, unfortunately. He had two really good chances that he scuffed. And I don't know. I mean, I think he would have scored those two if it was 2 years ago. I think he just is still a little bit off. I thought Doku was great. And I think that we'll be fine overall. I'm not really mad with how City played at all. I think in a different game we could win. Although, have you seen the Savinho slander?
No.
It's been going viral. They said he should remove the Eno. He doesn't deserve the Eno. They're saying he's just Savio again, which is hilarious. And honestly, a lot of City fans would agree. I still think that he's fine, I guess, but I also think that I would much rather have Bob playing in his minutes and Marmoush too. So
yeah.
It's just tough. Tijani Reinders also I wanted to mention. I'm sure like neither of us have him in our teams, but he's just not really it doesn't feel like he's going to start really. The lineup that City started this week has been so good. And Reinders
never starting again. Pep is
he's never starting again. I mean, we should Foden and Cherokee. I'd want to see them in over him. And I also would rather Marmoush start over him. And even if if Bob is out on the right and then we move someone else centrally, yeah, there are several players. I mean, I like Reinders. I don't know. He hasn't really been fitting into the system amazingly, and he's missed a lot of chances. So not too hot on him right now. I think it's his first season. I think he'll end up being good, but right now we have better players. So sell him if he's still in your FPL team for some reason. Not City. No, it's not City. FPL. This was kind of a wild game. Former City Rodgers with two pretty nice goals.
Villa's still the weirdest team out there.
So weird. I mean, Emilio Martinez gifted the first goal. He just like didn't go for the ball. It was like a straight up ball that he just like barely fought for, and he allowed one of Leeds' tall guys, I forget who it was, to like nod the ball back. Or maybe he tried to punch it. I don't know. It was just like it was super awkward clearance that Nmecha ended up knocking home. And yeah, they scored from another free kick, which is kind of wild. I don't know. Unai Emery is just one of the weirdest managers out there.
Yeah.
Do you have any other thoughts on this game?
I haven't watched Villa at all. I mean, where are they on the table now?
They're fourth.
What?
And they have +4.
That's so fraudulent. That's so fraudulent. Oh my god.
They
have Wolves next. I saw that.
No, they actually kind of have good fixtures.
It's just like who to get. Like their defense is not good enough.
Yeah. Rogers.
is
I think
like,
Rogers is good.
I mean, Rogers, but like honestly, I still feel like he's sort of expensive
Is
for
he
what he is.
7?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like that's not ideal.
Yeah. It's like Eze
Um,
is like 0.7. You could get Rice for cheaper.
yeah, I would rather have Rice than Rogers
Yes.
easily. Rogers is actually 6.8 right now, which is not bad. And I do feel like he's kind of at least, I mean, I guess it's only been 2 weeks now, but Villa really struggled to score goals. And I feel like he's kind of the one who's making everything happen now. I know, what's the FBL YouTuber with the neck tats, the British guy?
Steve-O?
Steve-O has Rogers, I think.
Yes. He's a Rogers believer.
Yeah. Shout out. He's one of the few good content creators out there that I trust with my whole heart. And he had a Bumo as his captain this week, which was looking really genius. But it ended up not paying off.
It could have been a happy little accident, but
yeah, it was. Yeah, he meant to put Saka captain, which would have been better than Mbumo for sure. So yeah, but shout out to what's the channel called again?
Elite FPL.
Elite FPL. Yeah, shout out. Just a plug. I was at an Arsenal bar for this game. Shout out to Dylan's in Boston. I mean, they go hard for Arsenal. I don't know. It was, when it's kind of fun, and also I'm not gonna slander it. I actually think the Arsenal, the Boston Gooners. The Boston Gooners are actually a great little club in Boston. They go hard. They actually have really fun events. They had a raffle while I was there, and so I actually did enter. I gave them some of my money. I didn't win anything.
Much like Arsenal FC.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, they had some good chance. They don't like Tottenham, obviously. And yeah, I got to see a game where they scored 4 goals from open play, which is cool. That's very, very rare. And it was really funny. The Richarlison goal.
Put the fear of God in them.
Like it was. I mean, I expected them, like some people, to be like, "Oh, nice shot!" Like, okay. And there was one guy standing next to me who was like, "All right, that was a class finish. Like, can't even be mad." But it was dead silent, and so I was like, "Oh, what a goal!" Like, and everyone like turned and looked at
everyone
me.
looked at you.
Yeah, and I'm like, "What?" Like, I mean, I obviously I outed myself as a non-Arsenal fan. But if someone did that against City, I would say the same thing. Like, I don't know. I love lobs from midfield too. So maybe I'm just like just partial to those. It was a sick finish though. Like, I don't know. Like, I do feel like their team has let them down a lot. So maybe that's why they.
Oh yeah, they were getting like flashbacks.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my god,
But
things were going so well.
But you got to appreciate that. But yeah, otherwise, I mean, yeah, being there for an Eze hat trick actually was really cool. I like Eze a lot. And
I mean, like, yeah, I think at the end of last episode, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna talk about it now, but Eze's end product.
Oh, you did say that.
Yeah, I did. But I still, I'm gonna sort of stand by it, just because. Okay, hat trick, good job, but it was 3 of the same goal, and Spurs are bad. So like, it's just, I like, from an FPL perspective, I'm still not like sold on him at all, and even like, it was sort of a revenge game for him, and yeah, it was just bad Spurs defending. So we'll see. I mean, it's a good stat pad for him, but I'd like to see a little bit more, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to remember all of his goals. I all three of his goals, if I'm just playing the back of my head.
But they sort of
They
just
were
like
all results of
came.
like pretty piss poor defending,
Yeah, they
honestly.
all came to him at the edge of the box. Like Spurs had totally backed off, and like he had like pretty much so much room to
Yeah.
just place it. And it's just like, okay, yeah.
I was really impressed with Trossard too, I will say. The goal was really jammy, it got deflected, but it was a nice touch.
Oh yeah,
And
that was
yeah,
a
he
great touch,
was
though.
he was really good on the counter too. Udogi, he might just be really bad. I don't know. That was like Udogi. That game was like truly one of the worst performances I've ever seen from a defender. I wonder. Oh, Van de Ven at a 4.8. That's tough. But no, Udogi. I feel like he was responsible for every as a goal. Like the he was just out of position or behind as a basically on every single one. And I mean, like all of Spurs' defense, really like they were just all really bad.
Yeah.
Donso was looking like he had no idea what he was doing out there.
Yeah, I think the way Spurs set up was just horrible. Like
Yeah,
they did not look acclimated to the three at the back at all.
no,
Like, and they were like stepping out. The center backs were stepping out all the time, like or like trying to step in, I guess, to like break up play. But then they just get like immediately exposed. It was just like you're supposed to like, I don't know, not break the structure like that.
yeah.
It's so it was. Yeah, it was in Thomas Frank looking fraudulent again. Posting some of the worst XG that a team has put up so
Oh
far
yeah,
in the league.
again.
I think this
Yeah,
is only better than the Chelsea, or
yeah.
this might be worse than the Chelsea.
No,
XG.
Chelsea was 0.05, I think.
Oh my
Actually, I do want to see this now.
God!
Also, that game was at White Hart Lane.
Yes.
So that was let's see. Oh, it was worse.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah.
At least they
Point
scored.
1, 0.07.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically round up. I mean, I don't know. XG is a woke stat anyway. So
Yep.
No, I didn't understand the setup at all. They were not sound defensively, despite having a 5 at the back. And you'd expect maybe if that was the case that they could at least counter and do something on the other end, but they couldn't do that either. And so at that point, I just don't like. What are you doing? Like it just seemed like they weren't really trying to win. And
They were trying not to concede
I think
4.
Frank. What's
And
that?
they were trying really bad not to concede more than 3 goals, and they still conceded
Yeah,
more than 3 goals.
I think Frank could get sacked.
Ooh.
Yeah, a lot of Tottenham fans are calling
Slot
for it.
in.
Yeah. Slot and Frank do a swap. I do think there might be a conversation about Brentford being a really good system that like anyone can cook in.
I've been saying
Because
this.
they haven't really lost any. Like they've pretty much hit the ground running with this new guy, and
They are a well-run club.
Frank is struggling.
Yeah, they are a well-run club. They have their recruitment is really good, and they have an identity.
Yes.
And yeah, that's why people were saying, "Oh, they're going down." They're never going down, okay? Never. But no.
Let's
Maybe
see.
one day, but not now.
Who's going down? Yeah, this actually feels right. I think that these 3 are the teams that end up going down. Sadly, after starting out pretty well, Leeds and Burnley they haven't really given
There's still a
us
shout for
anything.
United.
United? Yeah, United are in 10th. United are doing better than Liverpool. That's also I wonder when the last time Everton were ahead of Liverpool in the table this far into the season, because that's also a interesting shout. I'm guessing it was probably that Benitez year where they started out really well. I don't know. I forget if Liverpool were good that year. It could have been that year, but either way, it's been a while since Everton were ahead of Liverpool in the table. So let's just savor that for a little bit.
Drink it in.
I think that's it though.
Well,
We've gone. This has been an hour 36. This was
I know.
a juicy episode, but we had a lot to talk about. So.
Well, there's the United result. I mean, United were rad. I don't know.
Oh, we
what to
didn't talk
say.
about that. Yeah. Yeah, shoot.
We could do a speed round.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was just such a bad. I didn't even realize that this much XG.
I mean, it's
They
not a lot
didn't-
for the amount of shots. Like,
yeah, but
the amount of shots they hit was low
so
XG.
many of those shots were just like
Hot
Xerxes
shots.
weak headers or Bruno long shots, which Pickford did a really, really good job to save those all, but it never really felt like they were going to score on those too.
I actually didn't see the red card, but it sounded interesting.
I didn't see it either, actually.
Yeah, like
What happened?
Like,
or what did they say?
Gay slapped Michael Keane. It was inter-teammate violence.
Wait, what? You got a red for that?
Yes. Because Keane got in his face about something, about a chance they conceded, and then Gay just hit him.
That's
which
wild.
is crazy, and still won. So
yeah, that's crazy. Well, yeah. I mean, we don't rep Gay on this podcast. That sounds crazy, but he is a homophobe. He's an actual homophobe, which is ironic given his name.
Yeah.
And yeah, don't mess with him. I don't know. He's one of those guys who when they had to wear the rainbow armbands, he was like, I'm going to sit out.
I quit. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I protest this, which is just grow up, dude. Yeah, kind of pathetic. So I guess it's not that surprising that he would also be an asshole to his own teammates.
Dingleberry Hall, great goal.
Yes, FPL asset. I mean, I don't think he's bad. I feel like
he's not bad. And DI, I mean, well, he's much cheaper than DI, but yeah.
Yeah,
well,
I mean, especially with Gay out, I think he will be nailed a little bit. Yeah, I guess he just starts for them. I was trying to see if there was a rotation risk that he could have, but I feel like he's pretty nailed.
Yeah. Unless they start having McNeil start at the 10, maybe.
Yeah.
But he's just been not good. I guess
he's been
Grealish is just taking the spot, but
I think Dewsbury Hall's been better, and Alcaraz just is not good.
I'll take Dingleberry.
It sucks that there is just another athlete, Carlos Alcaraz, the tennis player, who is so much better than him.
A god.
When you try to Google Carlos Alcaraz, you have to specify soccer player just to even find him.
Carlos Alcaraz, Everton.
Yeah, exactly.
Depressing.
So that's tough. But yeah, I think Everton are good. I feel like they, especially this
at
is
home,
Old Trafford too. That's crazy.
But yeah,
especially at home, I think
Everton
they'll be really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like they'll be challenging for a Conference League spot probably. Maybe, I don't know. They're in 12th right now, so I guess they'll have to step up their game a little bit.
I had them going down in my predictions. So.
I had faith in Moyes. I think I put them around here actually. I maybe not this high, but yeah, I feel we should go back to our predictions maybe halfway through the season and see how we did. I do think I called Wolves getting relegated though, which I feel pretty good about. I think I said Wolves and Brentford were getting relegated, so at least I got half right. I forget.
I think I did have Palace 5th or 6th.
Yeah, that was a shout. I had Sunderland, I think around 14th or something, which It's probably no. I don't know. Hopefully they do better than that. I don't know. It's starting. I guess they just tied Arsenal. It's starting to feel like they're like a slightly less dominant. Although, really looking at their form, whoa, it's not that bad. I'm overreacting, honestly. But yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for listening to this hour and 40-minute FPL extravaganza.
We're getting too good at yapping. We're getting. Your camera died. I can do an outro. Thank you.
Yeah. I lost everything. That was weird. But yeah, thank you for listening, tapping in. And yeah, we're looking forward to seeing what happens in match week 13. Remember, give us a follow on Playback, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I think that's it.
Yeah,
we're posting reels. We're posting YouTube shorts. I'm gonna try to clip a lot of our Liverpool and Spurs, and I want to see if I can make a clip about Ange to Liverpool because I just think that would be funny, and I want to see how Liverpool fans would react to that. It'd be some good engagement.
Yeah, make a fake. Make a fake story.
No, I not even a fake story. I just want people to want to see how people react to saying that Ange would be a good fit at Liverpool. But yeah, he has hair too, so like automatic upgrade over.
I mean,
over
not
slot.
for long. I mean,
yeah. I mean, the hairline's not great. Also, yeah, there's another bald fraud out there who recently was relieved of his job. Who I think is you said correctly is too much of a meme for us to even mention in this conversation.
Yes.
But Ten Hag, man, I mean, he brought Ajax to a Champions League final.
Semi-final.
Oh yeah,
they got beat by Spurs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, that's
how you know he was a fraud.
He's Dutch, also Dutch. But yeah, thank you for listening, and Daichi, play us out.
Title fight? Get in there! Get in there! You beauty! Come on, you! Love that from you. I didn't say it. No headlines. I did not say we're in a title fight. The media said that we were in a title fight.